ABC News Quarters. This is World News with Charles Gibson.
Good evening. Few objects in our modern lives are more necessary, ubiquitous, and unnoticed than batteries. Dell Computers' recall of more than 4 million lithium-ion batteries that may be at risk of overheating, catching fire, or exploding is making headlines. But there are more than 1 billion other lithium cells powering everything from electric toothbrushes to power drills. In a moment, why they're so powerful and how they can fail. But we begin with ABC's Elizabeth Leamy on the largest recall in electronics history.
Philadelphia last February. A UPS plane makes a smoky emergency landing. The suspected cause? Lithium-ion computer batteries. Japan last month. A Dell laptop bursts into flames at a conference. Also last month in Nevada, another Dell computer catches fire in a truck, causing the gas tank to explode.
Well, this is something that consumers should not treat lightly.
Dell has reported only a few incidents, but former Dell employee Robert Day says he saw dozens of photos of melted laptops in a Dell database.
I don't think that they had as much due diligence for safety as they probably should have as a company.
The recalled batteries were manufactured by Sony and sold over the past 2 years.
If I get rid of my laptop, I wouldn't be able to work at all.
Dell has set up a hotline for consumers. We called it 10 times today and got the following message.
Call volumes are extremely high for the Dell battery replacement hotline.
The phone message referred us to the Dell recall website, which was working. Dell would not tell us how long customers will have to wait for their free replacement batteries.
We'll see how the demand ramps up as the orders come in over the coming weeks and work to satisfy them as fast as humanly possible.
Computer companies have issued 10 recalls of laptop batteries since 2000. In fact, the government is trying to figure out if the Sony batteries being recalled now are also used in other laptops.
My computer is my lifeblood.
Frequent flyers are worried they'll have to do without their laptops on board planes. But the FAA says it has no plans to ban laptops carried by individual passengers.
An FAA source tells us that the agency has done some preliminary tests which show fire suppression systems on planes are capable of putting out laptop fires. Nevertheless, the government is considering stricter rules which would require more rigorous testing of lithium-ion batteries. Charlie?
Elizabeth Leamy reporting tonight in Washington. Will batteries get more efficient by packing more energy into smaller spaces? The technology has improved markedly over the years, but as ABC's Ned Potter reports, there are still problems.
They're in everything. Lithium-ion batteries have become the choice power source for almost anything portable. Cell phones, music players, DVD players, digital cameras, camcorders, and the list goes on. In the last 5 years, 1.4 billion lithium-ion cells have been sold in North America.
The technology from a percentage standpoint is incredibly reliable. However, sometimes when you're talking about fires, any kind of a problem can be unacceptable.
Over the years, there have been repeated cases of cell phones bursting into flame. Since 2003, the government has counted 339 battery fires, which sounds like a small number unless you're the victim.
Here's the root of the issue. This battery, which is fairly typical, can keep this laptop going for about 4 hours. In other words, it stores a lot of energy. With lithium, you get more power per ounce of battery.
That's its greatest strength and also its weakness. Even a small battery like this one from a cell phone can short out and catch fire.
The problem is, because the batteries are so powerful now, any small problem with the battery can release a lot of energy in a short time and cause overheating or even a fire.
We are told there was a specific flaw in the Sony batteries Dell used, which caused the batteries to short out. But other manufacturers will be looking over their products very carefully, and more recalls are likely, because even if the fire risk is small, no company wants to be caught ignoring it. Ned Potter, ABC News, New York.
We are also dependent on our laptops, all dependent on those batteries.